You know, guys, we did have a major loss today. The great Kevin Conroy did pass away at the age of 66. He was, he was my Batman. He was absolutely my Batman. And if you had the opportunity to read DC's 2020 Pride Finding Batman, oh my goodness, what a wonderful, heartbreaking story. It's all about him finding the voice of Batman, becoming him. He talks about his own tragic past. You know, he had a father who really suffered from alcoholism and tried to commit suicide. He had a really hard time in Hollywood because he was working at a time where it was not all right, really, to be a gay actor. And he faced backlash and he was often overlooked for roles. And when he had his meeting about reading for Batman, they had this really great, deep conversation about, you know, how Bruce saw his parents gunned down when he was a child, and he had to come up with these dual personalities to save himself and avenge them. And it really resonated with Kevin Conroy so that he could really connect with this role of, I know about having this dual personality. I know about having this mask. And he was such a tremendous actor. He's one of the first two who gave us the different Batman voice, the different voice from Bruce. And of course has that iconic line of, I don't refer to myself as Bruce. I never call myself Bruce, because Batman was the real guy and Bruce was the mask. If you can read that today, please do. It affects me very, very deeply because I just relate to a lot of the issues in there. But he was an iconic actor, a great person like you were talking about, Rob. Is there a Batman moment or a Kevin Conroy moment that stands out for you?
You know what? I liked seeing him in live action when he was in the crossover. I mean, it wasn't a big role,
but it was worth it.
But it really was worth it. And it was such a triumphant moment to see. I mean, for fans, we're always talking about what's canonical, what's not canonical, which universe does this belong in? Mm-hmm. And to see Kevin Conroy actually become live action Bruce, and yet he's animated. It was just, I just really liked it. And I love the fact that they went there. Mm-hmm. With him. Kudos to Berlanti and all the producers at the CW for allowing, and the writers for making that happen.
And you know, say what you will too about the Arrowverse and everything, but what I always will give Berlanti credit for and kudos for is giving us those beautiful fan moments, right?
Yeah.
Having Ralph come back as Kingdom Come Superman, having Kevin get to have his moment as Batman. I mean, all of those things, you could tell there was a lot of passion and love for the source material that for us fans was always just so beautiful to see come into fruition.
Absolutely.
You know, many of us have lived with his voice since we started watching the DC stuff. I'm a big DC, and I keep up with all the DC animated movies. I think the last one he did was Justice League versus the Fatal Five. I watched that one as Batman. He was even in Masters of the Universe Revelation as Merman. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you hear his voice in anything, you know it's him, right? So, like, when he showed up in that live action, it was kind of like, you know, he finally got his roses, right? Like, so a lot of us don't even know what he looks like. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so to finally put a face on that voice was very special.
You know, I read something this morning where he talks about the first time that he saw the opening credit sequence for Batman the Animated Series, and he and Mark Hamill were watching it together, and with the music, the animation, I guess Kevin turns to Mark Hamill and goes, "Did you have any idea that this was going to look like this?" Because they were so impressed with how it turned out. And Mark Hamill's like, "I had no idea," and which was, I can't imagine. You know, an actor always wants. They have no control over whether something's going to come out great or not, and I love it when actors are blown away by something they've done, not realizing, because they don't know, especially when you're, as you know, you're a voiceover artist, you're in a booth.
Yep.
You're by yourself usually. You're getting some direction. You're not acting with another person.
Sometimes you've never even seen any kind of finished animation of what the character's going to look like. You just, okay, hope it's good. Mm-hmm. But I can't imagine what it was like to watch that opening sequence for the first time and go, oh my God, I'm Batman in this?
In this one, because it's so iconic. I mean, from the animation style of starting on a black canvas and then coloring on top of it, so it had that darker noir feel. And it's a show that, like, I understand when I am tinged by nostalgia, right? There are times where, like, I watch the OG Pokemon. I'm like, I know this isn't great, but I love it. Or I'll watch some other things like The 10th Kingdom and go, ooh, I don't know if this aged well. But man, the Batman animated series, Batman Beyond, I don't care what you say, Campea, those things aged beautifully.
Yeah.
It did connect.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I include all those because they're all great.
Batman Beyond is a great show.
Yeah. It's so good.
And also today, I think I'm going to re-download the Multiverses game because he did the voice of Batman in that
Yeah,
game.
and it's so fun.
And then you go play Arkham Knight again, or Injustice 2. He was doing the voice for Batman there too. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that we could do to actually, celebrate his life.
Absolutely. And I think that's a great way to put it, Ray, is that we want to celebrate him. That's why I'm going to try not to cry about it today. We're going to think about all the awesome things Kevin did for us, for his community, for fandom. So let us know in the comments what you thought of Kevin Conroy's very long career as Batman. Give us your thoughts. Let us know how you feel. And we hope that you're having an okay day with this news. All right, something a little lighter, though. We've got some fun Star Wars crossover news.
Wow.
Oh, wait, we're going to get to that in a moment.
yeah.
I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah,
oh,
you
my
just-
goodness.
yeah.
I
Spoiler
got
alert.
too excited.
We're good.
This one isn't as joyful for us, but it's joyful for somebody.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this episode, Amazon Pharmacy. Now, if you're anything like me, you dread going to the pharmacy. You never know what the hours are. You never know what you're going to pay. You're worried about being stuck in a huge line. And that's why you're going to love Amazon Pharmacy. Amazon Pharmacy delivers a better pharmacy experience that delivers directly to your door and works with most insurance plans. Amazon Pharmacy helps you save time, save money, and stay healthy. There's transparent pricing so you'll know exactly what you'll pay before you pay it. Prime members can also save up to 80% on their prescriptions. And like I mentioned earlier, Amazon Pharmacy works with most insurance plans. And this is one of the best parts. If you ever have any questions or problems, real pharmacists are always available at Amazon Pharmacy no matter what time of day or night. Your medication gets delivered to your door, so there's no more rushing out to the store hoping to get there before they close. Amazon Pharmacy is a pharmacy that works for your life, with meds delivered to your door. It doesn't get any better than that. Switch to Amazon Pharmacy and save time, save money, and stay healthy. Learn more at amazon.com/Campea. That's amazon.com/Campea. Average savings based on usage and Inside RX data as compared to cash prices. Average savings for all generics are 78%, 37% for select brand medications. Restrictions apply.